Dr. Doreen, come on in. We're so excited to have you and party.
Let's go get bored.
Okay, let's do it. We are so excited to have you. Look at this
Thank you,
bag
I
of
know.
goodies.
Boredom requires some preparation anymore. Look at this, look at this.
See, he's waiting for us.
On his phone, right? Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna change that.
I'm gonna change it right now.
This can't count.
Any minute you're bored,
You just get on your phone. Okay, welcome to my boredom party. And boredom is so important because it is highly correlated with creativity. It is correlated, the ability to tolerate boredom is correlated with greater amounts of focus and actually greater amounts of success and competency in our skills. So I'm gonna invite you to get bored with me. And the first thing we're gonna do is put our phones in a collective place where it is going to be away from us. I know, it hurts a little bit, right? But it also, does it feel good at all? Here we go. Okay, goodbye phones. Yeah, exactly.
give it up.
Yep. This is a fantastic introduction to boredom if you're just gonna be practicing a 10-minute boredom party. Stare at the blue little inside for 15 seconds and then at the end of that 15 seconds, look at the back of your hand and notice what happens. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
This is trippy now.
Now look at the back of your hand and it should make weird.
Whoa!
Oh, that
is bizarre. Wow.
It's undulating.
It's alien.
Your central nervous system relaxes a little bit, and we kind of have a shared experience also that we aren't having to kind of be concerned about being awkward, right? When I have a boredom party, I just have things like this out and about, so everybody can just kind of grab something that they're interested in of any of these things. Okay, go for the kinetic sand. Go for it. Where you just make patterns with the magnet. We live in a time where we are hyper aware, and then you're gonna have to turn that, yeah. Hyper aware of productivity, and I think when we then have little mini computers in our pockets,
Small feet.
when we have many computers in our pockets, we think we're being productive if we send another text in the few minutes that we have, or we pass another level of our game, rather than thinking about saving up some of our idle time to try some things that actually increase our creativity. Doing this for 3 minutes, for instance, will probably lower your blood pressure.
Really?
Yes. Basically, boredom tolerance is a precursor for being able to self-soothe. It's a precursor for being able to focus deeply for an extended period of time. They're indestructible. If you have a 3-minute break, rather than doing that last text or doing another email, to sit and literally just follow the path in to the center. You start right here. I will just put these out and see what happens. And if this was all that you had in front of you, let's see what you guys can come up with to do. People who do feel less capable or competent socially can have something that they're working on, but can be also a part of a bigger group, which is really important as we work to kind of mitigate the impact of our tech use. We can't just expect to be able to do it without practicing it. And so we must, I believe, develop a boredom practice so that we can come back to calm and center. Everybody bring a useless skill that they can teach everyone in the room. Somebody taught people how to shoot bottle caps, like this. Yeah. And then another person taught people how to use a comb to make a comb into like a kazoo. And that gets everybody kind of a little bit invested, and everyone isn't just sitting there kind of twiddling their thumbs. You have to start valuing it, otherwise you beat yourself up, like, oh, I was lazy, I didn't. Exactly.
The mantra for a lot of the people that I know that meditate is you cannot stop your mind from spinning.
Absolutely.
Because that's the way we're wired.
Yeah.
But when you notice it, just begin again.
That's right.
Bring your attention back.
It's kind of scary now that you're talking about how you can fill up I get up in the morning, there's no one awake at 3 o'clock in the morning in my house, but I'm still listening to the radio. I'm listening to some talk show. I'm never, alone with my thoughts.
Even like I say, just 10 minutes. But our culture feeds not stopping. You could listen to podcasts 24 hours a day and never get to the end of the podcasts anymore. Yeah, just that discipline of sometimes, even if it's tiny.
Right.